You know, Rob, I am very pessimistic. I think that's fair to say when it comes to Netflix original movies. I mean, every once in a while, they have what we call a diamond in the rough. Like once in a while, there'll be an Old Guard or The Irishman. Or, once in a while, they'll put one out that's really quite good. But I feel like 9 out of every 10 of them just are completely terrible. But there was one I was really looking forward to. And that one that I've been really looking forward to is Gunpowder Milkshake. This is one with Karen Gillan. It's got an incredible cast. It looks kind of like a female John Wick kind of movie. Very excited to watch it. So I sat down this weekend and I watched Gunpowder Milkshake. We were going to watch it a little bit later. We tried to watch some of the WWE Money in the Bank thing last night, but the streaming on Peacock was terrible. So we abandoned that and went and started watching Gunpowder Milkshake instead. And I was really, really excited about watching this. Again, I thought the trailers were great. I love Karen Gillan really a lot. I mean, I've loved her obviously as Nebula. I never saw her in Doctor Who because I don't watch Doctor Who. I really liked her in Jumanji. I think she's an up-and-coming star. I think she's going to be great. This movie is terrible. Dude, this movie is terrible. And I wanted to like it so much. I so badly wanted to like this thing. And it's just awful. Like right from the beginning as the dialogue starts, I'm just like going, oh my God, who wrote this? Probably somebody who's a 20 times better writer than me, but this is probably just a bad day at the office. And it just came across badly. And I went to the Rotten Tomatoes thing to see it. I am flabbergasted that this thing has 68%. Because, I mean, granted, 68's not a great score, but I don't get it. Now, the audience rating on it is 50. I even think that's too high. I don't, look, all film is subjective. And in its benefit, I will say this. The action, first of all, the action in the first part of the movie is really lame. The action in the second part of the movie gets notably better. And it's always great seeing Michelle Yeoh in anything and Angela Bassett in anything. I mean, yeah, and it's very, very stylized. And I understand that they were going for a certain style. You got Paul Giamatti in there. I understand the stylings, but it was so difficult to just listen to. Like just trying to hear them talk was bad because the dialogue was terrible. And I'm going to tell you what, Karen Gillan, while I am a big fan of hers right now, I'm going to tell you this. I did not think she was very good in this. Mm. When you look around, like, you got Queen Cersei in there, Lena Headey, and you got Angela Bassett, of course, and Michelle Yeoh. And the acting in it's great. By the way, the little girl from My Spy is in this, and she's actually a really good child actor. I liked her too, but I don't know if the way they were directing her or whatever, but Karen did not come across as strong in this, and I think she's great. I think she has so much charisma and charm and personality when I see her on screen, but for whatever reason, in Gunpowder Milkshake, it just wasn't there. It's a simple enough, nice enough little premise. And while doing a job, she ends up killing the wrong person, and, her organization just washed their hands of her, and now she's on the run from everybody. So it's a good enough, straightforward thing, plausible enough, kind of like in John Wick, the way they set up like this mythology with the Continental Hotel. They also try to set up a little bit of a mythology with like this diner where all the assassins go and hang out, but you got to check your weapons at the door when you come in. And they try to set up a little bit of that too, but man, it just didn't work. Again, some of the performances were really good. The little girl's really charming. The action in the second half of the movie gets much better than the action in the first half of the movie. But on the weak side, the dialogue was so bad. It was really hard to watch sometimes. A lot of it just came across as very thin. I didn't think Gillan was great in this one, even though I think she's a great actress. This was not her best day, and that could have had a lot to do with the director. Overall, it was just difficult to watch. It was hard to watch and get through. Rob, I don't remember what your expectations were, because I remember we talked about the trailer. I can't remember what your expectations were. Now, you haven't had a chance to see it yet, but what have your expectations been for a Gunpowder Milkshake?
Well, they were kind of high, John, I got to say, because the director who directed this, he's an Israeli director and made a film back in 2013 that I loved called Big Bad Wolves. And I had a lot of expectations for this, and the trailers looked great. And the cast looked like it was a lot of fun, but if you're hearing that the script is not great, kind of bums me out, got to tell you. I'm going to still watch it, though.
You should. Yeah, and everybody, listen, don't just be turned off because I didn't like it. Like, all film's subjective. If you've been looking forward to it, you should give it a shot yourself, because maybe it'll work for you. All I know is that I was very excited for this. I loved everybody involved. I thought it looked like it was going to be a real cool kind of female, different John Wick sort of thing. It just did not work. So chalk another one up for really bad Netflix original movies, in my opinion. But remember, take that with a grain of salt, guys. A bunch of other critics, 68% of them seem to like it. 50% of the audience say they like it. So maybe you'll like it. Give it a shot. If you have, what did you guys think about Gunpowder Milkshake? Jump on down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.